Hi, my little shipheads, and welcome back to When Ship Happens, where I break down all the tea and gossip in the world of supply chain so you don't have to wade through all those boring headlines. Let's get to it. So, the US Justice Department just indicted four of the world's biggest container makers. We're talking the giants: CIMC, Sigamis, Dongfang, and CXIC. Together, they control about 95% of the global market. The charge? They ran a cartel. Quietly, they all agreed to make fewer containers so they could charge more. And truly, the weird part? To make sure nobody cheated or overproduced, they literally installed 87 surveillance cameras across all of their factories so they could watch each other all the time. Like an ongoing Zoom call, but make it criminal. Prosecutors say it roughly doubled container prices between 2019 and 2021. So, if you remember paying absolutely ludicrous money for a box back then and assumed it was just the pandemic, yeah, not so much. Next, the EU and the US landed a tentative trail deal this week: zero tariffs on industrial goods in both directions. Huge. But Europe slipped in an escape hatch into the fine print, so if the US lets duties on European steel creep past an agreed line, the EU can yank the whole thing. And Trump's given them until July 4th to sign. Classic. Now, this next story barely made a blip, and it absolutely should have. Crewless cargo ships just got a rulebook. The IMO approved the first international safety code for autonomous vessels. It's voluntary for now. Interesting. But it's on track to become mandatory as soon as 2028. Ships with nobody on board, moving real freight under real rules. The future is here, I guess. And last, Prime Minister Mark Carney says Canada needs to expand the Port of Vancouver, and fast. The plan? Double our exports to countries that aren't the United States, and lead hard into Asia. Now, he said it only works with BC, First Nations, and industry all at the table, so it isn't happening overnight. But Canada is making moves to be less dependent on its unpredictable neighbor. Anyway, that's your dose of supply chain drama for the week. Remember to share with your freight bestie, and stay gorgeous and gossip ready, and I will see you next time.